I live in Perth, Western Australia, and we tend to have a bit of an inferiority complex here. This manifests itself in our need to compare ourselves to other cities. One of the most common things to come up when we do that, and when we compare ourselves to international cities, is the apparently appalling service that is common here, which I think is actually a complete misunderstanding of what actually is good customer service. Now, for full disclosure, I have worked in my life in customer service for 12 years in a number of different jobs. I provided good service, bad service, awesome service, and really indifferent service. But this video isn't a defence of my woeful service, rather it's a defence of Perth's customer service culture in general. Now, the concept of good service that gets bandied around a bit is usually the stereotypical American version of service, where the service smiles, is very friendly, makes small talk, and at the end of it tells you to have a nice day. Now, you know what's missing from that description? Actually serving you. You know what I want when I go to a restaurant? Food. I really couldn't care less if the waiter is friendly, as long as they don't impede my ability to get food. Good service to me is the ability to take my order and bring me food with the least amount of messing about in between. Now, one thing that gets in the way of efficient provision of food is inane chit-chat with the waitress, who's trying to pretend that they care about what I've done that day. Now, the main issue I have with the saccharine version of good service is it implies an inequality between the customer and the server. The server is supposed to be grateful to the customer for their patronage, whereas in an egalitarian capitalist society, these interactions would be no more than rational transactions between producer and consumer. The egalitarian ideal of Australian culture holds that the person buying drinks at the bar and the person behind the bar are equal. One has money, the other has drinks, and one is swapped for the other. That's it. Now, the whole concept of customer service should simply be the efficient exchange of money for goods or services. The other major problem I have with good service is that it's often actually bound up in sexism. The customer service industry is majority female, and the concept of good service is bound up in the ideas about how women, often young women, are supposed to act towards usually older white men. The demand that waitresses should smile and be friendly is basically the same demand that young women in general get from the general public, that they should be happy and friendly all the time. This is a sexist desire to impose irrelevant standards on women simply for the benefit of men. This is why I believe that the big part of this service culture is about older white men liking to be fawned over by young women. And in a capitalist society, there's no such thing as a free lunch. You are paying for that. And while I believe that you have the right to choose where to spend your money, I'll spend my money where the service is efficient, and I'm not paying for someone to pretend to care about my day. Let's not call it good service. Let's call it paying to be sucked up to. And I don't need that. I'm a big boy. I just want my coffee.